Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading today. My Sagittarius, you have been so patient with me. If you follow the channel, you'll know why. And if you've been waiting, I'll get it right in a minute, waiting for these this particular reading, I do apologise for the delay. I came down with gastroenteritis in the past week, which hasn't been great. So anyway, not that you needed to know that, but what I will say to you, Sagittarius, is if you didn't catch my last reading, I wanted to make you aware that because you've had to wait for your readings, I am offering a discounted half-an-hour reading, personal reading, which will look exactly like this, but will be just for you. Via my Buy Me a Coffee page. Now this is only for Sagittarius and Capricorn, and the offer is only on until the end of September, so it's the last few days. So those of you that wanted to catch it, have a personal reading. Normally I charge around £40. If you have a look on the shop section of my Buy Me a Coffee page, the link is down below. If you're on a computer, you can access it via the QR code. If you're interested in that, then please do have a look at my shop, have a look at the readings available, but there is a specific one for Sagittarius and Capricorn just until the end of September. Spirit are wanting me to get on with it, so let's start. We're looking at your financial situation. Oh my word, Sagittarius. This reading is a money reading. It doesn't constitute any financial advice per se, but it's more about the energies around you regarding your financial life at the moment and what is coming in and how things are going to progress. We do start off with financial constraints, so some of you may have been feeling the pinch somewhat in recent months. We have the Temple Path. I'll come back to these in a moment. We have the Angel of Balance, beautiful. And we have the second chakra here. We have Archangel Ariel, who is here with your sacral chakra. And on the bottom, look at this. Wow, what a difference between that card and the first one. So this is on the bottom, so it's yet to come. Cornucopia. We'll come back to that in a second, Sagittarius. Just going to drink some water. Perfect, let's get into it. So, as I said, some of you may have been dealing with some difficult financial circumstances. You know, obviously, the state of the world as it is at the moment, and I know certainly in the UK, we're going through all sorts of, just prices are going through the roof, aren't they? So it's having a huge impact on a lot of people. So for you, Sag, there may be some financial constraints. For some of you, it won't be serious financial constraints. It will be just sort of feeling the pinch. This is a general reading, obviously, so it will be different for all of you. But for some of you, you will feel like your cupboard's bare and you don't know quite which way to turn. Spirit want you to know that they are with you in your plight. There are dim lights here, but they are shining a light on your way forward to lead you to this beautiful temple, which is basically you getting back to being you. You know, it's like your inner soul, your inner temple, your inner being. This is the pathway that leads you to regaining some of that peace of mind, some of that confidence, some of that feeling just comfortable with where you're at. Spirit are guiding you here. You may not feel that at the moment because you may be very stressed about things or a bit concerned about things, but Spirit are definitely guiding you to the way forward. This is emphasized a lot in these first four cards because we have the Angel of Balance and Archangel Ariel present. So you are being looked after. It may not feel like it always, Sagittarius, but you are being guided and you are being looked after. I particularly loved this card when it came out because there is going to be balance brought into your situation. So if you're stressing at the moment about maybe bills that aren't paid, or how you're going to pay for a special event, or whatever it is for you, Sagittarius, know that the angels, spirit, are here to bring you that sense of balance. Things will be okay. Things will level out. And we'll find out what other information they're going to give us in a moment when we pull the tarot, because you know, it'll be interesting to see how that's going to be done, how that will come about. So bear with me. And we have the Archangel Ariel here. Beautiful angel. And she's looking after your second chakra, which is your sacral chakra. This is about your real deep desires, you know, your wishes, the things you really, really want, and how you want life to be. You know, obviously there's emotions in there, but this is more about a deep yearning. If this was a love reading, we'd be talking about sexual matters. They'd at least be mentioned. We wouldn't necessarily be talking about them, but you know what I mean. This is that deep yearning, that deep desire. So Spirit are saying it's important for you to be very clear on what it is that you desire at this moment, so that Archangel Ariel can hear those desires, those wishes. If you're into journaling or writing intentions, it's a really powerful way for the angels to be able to pick up what it is you're intentional about. Where do you want to be? You know, look at the difference. As I said, we have on the bottom of the deck cornucopia, which shows that it is in your energy field for you to be abundant, Sagittarius. And look at the difference between these two cards. So yes, you're on the journey, and it may not feel like it right now, but the angels are aware of it, Spirit are aware of it. And, you know, they're bringing this beautiful light, this beautiful abundance a little further down the line. Timings I'm not going to get into, because obviously this is a general reading, will be different for all of you. It's not too far away because it's already showing in your energy field. So have faith here, Sagittarius. You know, the angels are on it. Look, you're represented here in the reading with their protection. I want to pull these tarot. I want to stick to these today. I love this tarot deck. It's one of my favourites. I don't know if it's the Witch's Tarot or the... I'm not going to say. I can never remember the names, and the boxes are all put away. So if you're desperate to know, let me know and I'll find out. Let's find out what are the financial constraints? What do you want to tell Sagittarius about this? Oh, they're already on it. Yeah, you're going to move forward from this. This is why it's so great to clarify with tarot. You know, people will often look at the first 4 cards and think, oh, that's the way it's going, all right, and they'll stop watching. But actually, it's so important to get this reassurance, because the tarot is far more detailed here. So we have you moving away from any obstacles here. The 6 of Swords is very much forward movement. For some of you, if you're wanting a house move, there could be a house move, but I think it's more basic than that. I feel that it's the 6 of Swords is talking about you having been through the difficult times. You know, the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict. So you've gone past all the major conflict around your finances, and now it's your time to move forward beyond that. If you're still dealing with that conflict, just know that you are going to move forward from it. That is Spirit, what Spirit want you to know. Oh, wow, look at this, Sagittarius. They want you to be in a place of happiness. You know, Spirit, the angels, they don't like us being stressed. They don't like us worrying. They don't see any reason for it, you know. Obviously, we're here dealing with physical issues, which is, you know, why we get stressed and we get worried. But Spirit are saying, you know, have that faith. They are guiding you. It may not be clear at the moment, but they're guiding you on that path to a path of happiness. This Sun card, look how much brighter it is than the dim lights in the Temple card there. So yes, they're very well aware that it's time for you to move to a happier feeling. look at this. A cycle is completing here. We have the World. The Angel of Balance is going to bring back the balance into your life. As I said earlier, you know, that balance is going to come in. That cycle is going to complete. You know, if you've been struggling with your financial situation for a while, Sagittarius, know that that's coming to an end. It's very clearly shown here with the completion of the circle. Also with the World card. The World card talks about you getting your final rewards for that journey of battle that you've been on. So look at how happy this person looks in the card. I love that. But yeah, that cycle's completing, Sagittarius. I'm just going to shuffle that again because I pulled that without realising. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. It's important for you to be mindful, as I said before, about intention setting and, you know, what are your goals? What is it that meets your inner desires here? Because you have the opportunity to really put down a foundation for your future that is a lot more positive, that is stable, that won't take you back to that situation you were in where you were struggling, Sagittarius. So be very clear on what it is that will bring you that feeling of security, abundance, you know, and, you know, sets the foundation for moving forward, because we do see this abundance. Tell us about the abundance. Let me just check that you can see that card. Yes, partly. Okay, let's just check about this abundance, please, Spirit. What can you tell us about the abundance? Whoops, 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 whoops. I'm not going to take that because it flipped in a lump. Pile, I mean. Gosh, you're in the beginning of a journey here. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is making decisions about, you know, which direction do I go in? They're consulting the map. You know, you have choices ahead of you, you know, but we know that the route that you choose will be one of abundance. It will be one of, you know, deciding what is going to bring that abundance in for you. And it's not a heavy energy. It's not a heavy energy. It relates to what we were talking about, the sacral chakra a second ago. What is it that sets that fire inside of you, Sagittarius? What is it that, you know, it's important you follow your desires, because when your heart is totally in it, that's when the abundance will come. It doesn't work the other way around. You know, often people start projects, don't they? Because they think, maybe they've seen, you know, a YouTube video that says, oh, if you do this, it'll make you tons of money. But they struggle with it because their heart's not really in it. You know, it's not what they get a buzz from, you know. But once you've discovered what it is that that is feeding those desires, you're on your way to making your abundance, Sagittarius. Do you know, this is such a positive reading for you. Such a positive reading for you. Wow. It may have started off with you feeling in a stressed position financially, but look at this path. It's going to balance out and it's going to end up being abundant as long as you follow your deepest desires. Right, let's get a few Moonology, because you know I love them. Love the Moonology cards. And this will bring it all together. Final bit of advice for Sagittarius regarding, oh, they've already got me. They're saying bring love into the situation. My goodness, what were we just saying? We're not talking about romantic love here. We're talking, there's nothing about partnerships in this reading. It's a specific money reading. But this is about you bringing in those desires, as we've just been saying. So that's obviously a key component of your money reading today. The answers you need are coming. Yes, we know this because we saw you moving forward from that difficult situation. So things will become clearer. It's time to take action. once you've discovered what those desires are, once you've really sat down and thought about what it is that makes you happy, rather than the knee-jerk reaction of trying to pay bills. And I know it's a fine, you have to get the balance, but remember, you've got the angel of balance coming in. I'm not saying ignore your bills, but I'm saying, you know, take informed action in order to improve your financial situation moving forward. And the informed action comes from what we talked about before, keying into what it is that you really enjoy, that really feeds your soul, that is something that you feel really, you know, lucky to be doing, maybe. It's not as easy as it sounds, that. It's not as easy to find it sometimes. But that's so funny. Oh, sorry, I snorted then. It says on the bottom, your commitment is being tested. So yeah, this is about your commitment to you. This is about your commitment to your desires, to being honest with yourself, Sagittarius, about what it is you enjoy. We always, you know, I'm not going to waffle on because I have a tendency sometimes to do that, but I just want to say, and I think I've said it already anyway, we have a habit of trying to do things to get money to pay bills, but it's not sustainable because our heart's not in it. So your commitment to your inner soul is being tested, because that is what brings the true abundance, because it's your passion, your belief, your love of life. Love that for you, Sagittarius. Love it. My words. Do you know what? I think that's, yeah, it's just perfect. Anyway, Sagittarius, I am going to leave it there for your money reading. I will be doing a general reading either later today or tomorrow. I think because you've had to wait the last 2 readings that I've done, I think I might start with yourself. Yeah. So look out for the general reading for Sagittarius. As I say, you've only got until, I think on the 1st of October, I will take down the offer on the private readings. If that's problematic for you financially, send me an email. Just access the information via my Buy Me a Coffee page or down below. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Okay, Sagittarius, take care, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.